In the early hours of February 25, 1942, just a few months after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the skies over Los Angeles erupted in a massive anti-aircraft barrage. Initially believed to be an enemy air raid, the event, later dubbed the Battle of Los Angeles, sparked widespread panic. However, there is no confirmation that enemy aircraft were ever seen, leaving behind a lingering mystery that has fueled speculation and debate for decades. Hello, this is Russell, and welcome to Anything History. Sitting here some 80 years after the end of World War II, it's easy to dismiss the anxiety and paranoia that gripped the nation. But in those early days of the war, America had seen through its newspapers, radio, and newsreels the horror of what had been going on overseas in Europe and the Pacific. What started out as a few false reports and mistaken sightings quickly became a mass panic among the civil defense forces as they fought to protect their city. The West Coast, particularly California, was on high alert for potential Japanese attacks, and there was widespread fear of an invasion. The paranoia led to heightened military preparedness and readiness to respond to perceived threats, sometimes with hasty and disproportionate reactions. This was to be expected because with its abundant natural resources, California was a key part in the American war machine. 17% of all war materials were made in California alone. Naturally, its importance to the war effort made it a possible target for enemy action. In fact, as many as 8 merchant vessels have been damaged or sunk by Japanese submarines off the West Coast between December 1941 and January of 1942. On February 23rd, tensions escalated further when the Japanese submarine I-17 bombarded the Elwood oil field near Santa Barbara, California. We know from official records issued by the 4th Army Headquarters in San Francisco that orders were given to put the Los Angeles area into a blackout condition at 2:25 a.m. after reports of unidentified aircraft reached civil defense authorities. Long Beach police called in to report unidentified airplanes along the coastline of LA County. The blackout was then extended from Santa Monica to San Diego. A short time later, air raid sirens blared across Los Angeles, and anti-aircraft guns began firing into the night sky, illuminating the city with searchlights and explosions. The flashes of gunfire were seen 15 miles away in downtown Los Angeles. An air raid warden in Gardenia also reported seeing what appeared to be a large balloon-like object that was shredded by gunfire and slowly descending to the ground. The defensive measures were in full force for several hours, with over 1,400 shells fired. Civilians witnessed the chaos. Some claimed to have seen aircraft or objects in the sky, while others saw nothing. By the time the all-clear had been given 5 hours later at 7:21 a.m., no enemy planes had been shot down, and there was no evidence of an attack. The U.S. military initially suggested that a weather balloon or false radar readings might have triggered the response. Still, these explanations did not quell speculation. Although no direct enemy engagement occurred, buildings and vehicles suffered damage from falling shrapnel, further exacerbating public fear. It was also reported in local newspapers that 5 people died due to heart attacks and accidents caused by the chaos. In the aftermath, military and government officials struggled to explain the event. Secretary of the Navy Frank Knox dismissed the incident as a false alarm caused by war nerves. The lack of clarity led to various theories over the years, including suggestions of a secret Japanese attack, mass hysteria, or even extraterrestrial involvement. The story of the Battle of Los Angeles has come to symbolize wartime paranoia in those early days of the war. It also highlights the challenges of distinguishing real threats from those imagined, and the readiness of the military to defend against even a perceived danger. If you made it this far, you may also enjoy this video about how New York City built a wooden battleship during World War I. You may also like our great cut-on film playlist.